Hey guys, this is Melinda with the blog eatingbuckets.com. Happy New Year. And I sat down here for a unplanned, unexpected, very candid conversation about anger and what to do with it. Because it's one of the principal emotions that I think many of us don't know how to handle, especially women. Anger is one of those tricky, surging emotions that kind of you stumble into sometimes unexpectedly. And yet it's also a part of life. It's, it's the exact opposite. It's the cousin of sadness. You'll often find that when you're sad, you become enraged, and when you're enraged, you become sad, especially if that anger doesn't have a place to go, right? So it's a huge part of general life, and it's a really big part of trauma recovery, which is something that I am still in. And obviously I've alluded to that at various times on my blog. I'm not going to go into any of the details, but the emotion it's a clarifying one, and it can sort of surprise you, right, at these unexpected times. And I want to talk to you today about what to do with it. What do you do with that anger? You could, for example, choose to lash out, right? So I just had a very subdued, really nothing kind of interaction with somebody who I know to be very boundaried. She has like her space around her, and nothing shall cross unless she is comfortable with it. And it has always been off-putting to me because I'm not that way. I tend to be an extender, and I tend to be a welcomer, and I like that in my life, and I don't have much time for anything else. And one of the things that I feel angry about right now is the dissonance between our culture of a true focus on being kind, right? Like, be kind. I'm a big proponent of being kind. And yet at the same time, you'll see, especially in these sort of, New Year's resolutions, a cutting of ties with negativity, only spending time with people that make you feel good, only spending time with people that help you get ahead, only spending time with people who are a fount of positivity. Well, that's a lot to put not only on the people around you, but on yourself, right? So how do you live authentically in a culture in which you're supposed to be kind no matter how you're feeling? Obviously be kind. Please be kind. That's not my message here. But how do you be authentic with the fact that life is complicated? Life is complicated for me at the moment, sometimes, but it's also not. Sometimes I feel really sad. Sometimes I feel really happy. My dear friends are the people who have sort of their vector for that authentic energy, and they are able to meet me with their sadness, with their anger, with their casual day-to-day details, and I thrive in that. I don't actually have time or energy for the other way, which is a very controlled, very specific, very boundaried way of only engaging with the things that feel good to you. And I question that when I think truly about what is a community, right? And I think about what we teach our children, right? If you're invited to a birthday party, you should try to go for a child because it's their birthday. These are things that we can understand. If someone reaches out to you and they're not in a space of like, hey, life is good, come celebrate with me. If they're instead reaching out to you because life sucks, life is like really crap right now for them, and they could use a little pick-me-up, then it doesn't fit with your feelings at the moment, What kind of friend are you? That is called a fair weather friend. And I don't ever want to be that for anybody in my life. And one of the things that I know is that life just happens, and you never know when you're going to be in the middle of a sunshine phase and when the sky is going to open up and you're going to want somebody who's there for you through thick and thin. So it's something that I challenge you to do. Live authentically. Be authentic. Show up. Put your hand out. Check in with people when they're having a hard time. It's not going to go on forever. These people are not going to drag you down. Chances are that one little thing that you decide to do for them, that one kindness, will turn an energy around for them that they would love to change. I don't know very many people who are the true Eeyore type, who want to wander around the world being downers. That Debbie Downer personality, it's very rare. What you'll often find are people who are instead trying to lift themselves up, trying to get ahead, trying to live a good life. And life is not something that we can control. And that is a absolutely huge concept that really goes against all of the notions that I have often ascribed to. Setting affirmations, setting intentions, living an intentional life, controlling what comes into your space. You can do only as much as you can do, and then life just surprises you. So let's be a community. Let's show up. Let's engage with each other. I am in this place right now where I've re-engaged with my blog, and I'm really trying to grow my presence on Instagram. I have, 436 followers or something like that, compared to, oh my goodness, the 450,000 followers of many of the people that I enjoy watching. And it's talk about humble pie, right? I know I'm not really anybody important. I'm just me. But if you're like me, you enjoy engaging in the real stories of people's lives. And so I'm just sticking with it because eventually somebody's going to want to follow me, and I'm going to love interacting with them. I'm going to make a connection with a real human on the other side of that computer screen, on the other side of that phone. Some really magnificent, interesting person who walks into my life and sprinkles it with a bit of magic of their own personality. So that's why I keep sticking with it. But my goodness, how selfish would it be if I wanted to only grow my followers and I didn't engage with the ones that I enjoy? So that's actually a really big, purposeful goal of mine, in an authentic way, not because I want more followers. Of course I want more followers, I just told you that, but because it seems like my job to engage with those posts of the people that have taken their time and their energy to really put something out there. Well, I'm not just going to be a quiet voyeur and scroll through and think, I like that, but not click like, not follow, not comment. So I challenge you, be authentic, show up. Don't be a fair weather friend, be an all weather friend. Don't be a drippy person who just only connects with people when they're in their negative times and then, holds on to them like in some suckerfish way when they're finally moving out of the dark phase. No, an all-weather friend is somebody who's there no matter the weather. And that is who I want to be, and that is what I challenge you to think about today on this new year. How can you be an all-weather friend to yourself, to your family members, to your friends, to your community? How do you show up in a very traditional way? You bring the casserole, you write the note, and you check in all the time. I don't know, once every few weeks. And you click like if you like it, and you subscribe, and you follow, and you're there, and you're present. And when you're outside, you breathe in deep. So thanks for listening. I feel like I just took that moment of anger, of not being seen, and I have transmuted it into hopefully something that is helpful to all of us today. I don't know. Let me know. Thanks. Happy New Year. Bye.